Hare Krishna. So we're continuing with our reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, text number 61. The translations, the synonyms, and the purports of the Bhagavad Gita as it is were written by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and published by the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust. We will start by chanting the original Sanskrit verse. Chani sarvani sanyamya yukta asita matparaha vashehi yashendriyayani tasya pragya pratishtita tasya pragya pratishtita. Word for word synonyms. Tani, those senses. Sarvani, all. Sanyamya, keeping under control. Yuktaha, engaged. Asita, should be situated. Matparaha, in relationship with me. Vashe, in full subjugation. He, certainly. Yasha, one whose. Indriyani, senses. Tasha, his. Pragya, consciousness. Pratishtita, fixed. Translation. One who restrains his senses, keeping them under full control, and fixes his consciousness upon me, is known as a man of steady intelligence. Purport. That the highest conception of yoga perfection is Krishna consciousness is clearly explained in this verse. And unless one is Krishna conscious, it is not at all possible to control the senses. As cited above, the great sage Durvasa Muni picked a quarrel with Maharaj Ambarish, and Durvasa Muni unnecessarily became angry out of pride, and therefore could not check his senses. On the other hand, the king, although not as powerful a yogi as the sage, but a devotee of the Lord, silently tolerated all the sage's injustices, and thereby emerged victorious. The king was able to control his senses because of the following qualifications as mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th canto, 4th chapter, verses 18 through 20. Savai mana Krishna padara vindayor pachangshi vaikuntha gunanuvarnane karok harir mandira marjanadishu shooting chakara chuta sat katodaye bakunda lingalaya darshane drisho tad Britya Gatra Sparshenga Sangamam Ranam Chatad Pada Saroja Sorabe Shrimat Tulash Rasanang Tad Arpite Pado Hare Kshetra Padanu Sarpane Shiro Rishikesha Padavi Vandane Kamang Chadashe Natu Kama Kamyaya Yatotama Shloka Jana Shraya Vrati. Quote, King Ambarish fixed his mind on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, engaged his words in describing the abode of the Lord, his hands in cleansing the temple of the Lord, his ears in hearing the pastimes of the Lord, his eyes in seeing the form of the Lord, his body in touching the body of the devotee, his nostrils is smelling the flavor of the flowers offered to the lotus feet of the Lord, his tongue in tasting the tulasi leaves offered to him, to Krishna, his legs in traveling to the holy place where his temple is situated, his head in offering obeisances unto the Lord, and his desires in fulfilling the desires of the Lord. And all these qualifications made him fit to become a Mat Para devotee of the Lord. End quote. The word Mat Para is most significant in this connection. How one can become Mat Para is described in the life of Maharaj Ambarish. Srila Baladev Vijayabhushana, a great scholar and acharya in the line of the Mat Para, remarks, Mat Bhakti Pravena Sarvendriya Vijaya Purvika Swatma Drishti Su Laveti Bhavaha. Quote, the senses can be completely controlled only by the strength of devotional service to Krishna. End quote. Also, the example of fire is sometimes given. Quote, a blazing fire burns everything within a room. Lord Vishnu, situated in the heart of the yogi, burns up all kinds of impurities. End quote. The Yoga Sutra also prescribes meditation on Vishnu and not meditation on the void. The so-called yogis who meditate on something other than the Vishnu form simply waste their time in a vain search after some phantasmagoria. We have to be Krishna conscious, devoted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the aim of the real yoga. And this ends the reading of the translation and the purport to the Bhagavad Gita as it is, Chapter 2, text number 61. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.